We are here to celebrate my trophy, but she is my ultimate trophy.
Lovely viewers, gather around because today's story feels like a scene straight out of a romantic K-drama, sprinkled with real emotions, unexpected tenderness, and a moment that left the entire award hall breathless. Picture this. The cameras are flashing, celebrities are sitting gracefully in their glittering gowns and fitted tuxedos, and the atmosphere is charged with anticipation. Everyone is waiting to hear whose name will be called for the Best Actor award. But none of them, absolutely none, are prepared for what Lee Min-ho is about to do. The presenter opens the envelope, clears his throat, and the entire hall freezes. Best Actor goes to Lee Min-ho. Instantly, the crowd erupts into applause. Min-ho stands up with that charming smile he always carries, the kind that makes fans all over the world let out a soft scream at their screens. Hye Kyo, seated not too far from him, applauds with a gentle glowing smile that already says 1,000 stories. And you, lovely viewers, you can already sense that something deeper is about to unfold. Min-ho walks to the stage confidently, but his eyes keep drifting back to one specific person. He holds the trophy, takes a quiet breath, and then begins with the usual words. Gratitude, humility, acknowledgement of the team. Everyone nods politely. Everything feels normal at first. But suddenly he pauses. A long, meaningful pause. And that's when the magic begins. He looks up, his gaze drifting straight towards Hye Kyo as if she is the only person in the room. The cameras, sensing the change in energy, immediately switch to her face. Soft, attentive, and slightly flushed, like she knows something the audience doesn't. Min-ho smiles again, this time softer, more intimate. He says, "There is someone very special here tonight. Someone who changed the way I see my work, my life, and myself." The audience gasps quietly. You can hear murmurs. Even the celebrities whisper among themselves. Live comment sections explode instantly. Fans typing so fast their keyboards probably overheat. And you, my lovely viewers, can already feel your heart beating a little faster. Min-ho continues, "When I was filming my last project, I questioned myself many times. I doubted my abilities, I had moments I wanted to step back. But someone reminded me that art is beautiful when it comes from honesty. Someone reminded me that I could be better, if I allowed myself to feel more." His voice trembles slightly. The hall falls silent. Even the cameramen hold their breath. Hye Kyo's eyes soften. She looks like she's trying hard not to smile too much. Then he says her name. Not loudly, not dramatically, but with a tenderness that echoes across the hall. "Hye Kyo-sai," he says. "This award is yours too." The audience collectively loses it. A wave of soft gasps washes through the room. Fans online scream in capital letters. And Hye Kyo, her eyes widen, and her lips part just a little. She seems stunned, touched, and undeniably emotional. Min-ho adjusts the microphone, trying to hide the smile tugging at his lips. "You told me that the best actors are the ones who are not afraid to love deeply," he continues. "I took those words with me every day on set. And tonight, I want you to know that I understand what you meant." The atmosphere turns electric. Viewers at home clutch their chests, refreshing the live stream replay because they can't believe what they're witnessing. Then he goes even deeper. "You supported me quietly. You encouraged me when no one else saw my struggles. You made me laugh when I thought I couldn't smile. You reminded me that life is more than scripts, lights, and cameras." His voice softens completely. "Thank you for being my inspiration." The hall erupts again. But this time, the applause carries a different energy, a roaring approval of the sincerity they've just witnessed. Some actors in the front row smile knowingly. Others exchange excited glances like they've just witnessed the beginning of something huge. Meanwhile, Hye Kyo looks overwhelmed. Her eyes glisten like she's holding back tears. She bows her head slightly, a shy but deeply touched gesture. It's a look that says everything without a single word. Min-ho isn't done. He steps back from the mic slightly, as if speaking directly to her rather than to the audience. You once told me that the most honest moments in life are the ones we're afraid to say aloud, he says softly. So, tonight I'm choosing honesty. The room freezes. The cameras zoom in. Fans stop breathing. Lovely viewers, imagine the tension. Imagine the sweetness hanging in the air. Imagine how every heart in that hall is pounding, waiting for what he'll say next. He smiles, warm, sincere, completely unguarded. This award, it's not just a milestone for my career. It's a reminder that the person who inspires my art also inspires my heart. Those words alone shake the entire hall. No one expected it. No one saw it coming. This was no ordinary speech. This was a confession wrapped in gratitude, delivered on the biggest stage of his career. Song Hye Kyo covers her mouth gently, overwhelmed. The camera catches her eyes shimmering with emotion. She looks at him like she's seeing not just a colleague, not just a friend, but someone who has opened his heart right in front of the world. And Min-ho. He steps away from the podium with that signature gentle smile, but there's something different about him. Something lighter, freer, like he has finally said something he has wanted to say for a long, long time. As he walks off stage, he passes by her table. And for a split second, the whole world seems to freeze. Min-ho glances at her, and she whispers something. The mic doesn't catch it, but the smile she gives him says enough. Soft, warm, intimate. People around them try not to stare too obviously, but the chemistry is undeniable. Fans online explode. This is a love letter disguised as a speech. Min-ho just made history. Hye Kyo's reaction omg. This is not acting, this is real. Lovely viewers, after the ceremony, rumors fly everywhere. Reporters whisper that Min-ho and Hye Kyo shared a quiet moment backstage. Photographers claim they saw them smiling at each other in that unmistakable way lovers do. Some say his hand brushed hers. Others insist she was blushing even long after the cameras stopped rolling. One thing is certain. This award ceremony won't be remembered for who won which trophy. It will be remembered for the night Lee Min-ho turned a simple speech into one of the most heartfelt love moments ever witnessed in Korean entertainment. And as for us, lovely viewers, we'll keep watching to see what unfolds next between these two stars whose connection seems to grow deeper with every public moment. As Min-ho walks backstage, the applause still echoing behind him. He's greeted by staff members congratulating him. But even in the midst of the chaos, his eyes keep drifting back toward the entrance of the stage area, almost as if he's waiting for someone. And you, lovely viewers, can feel it in your bones. He's waiting for Song Hye Kyo. Meanwhile, out in the audience, Hye Kyo is still visibly stunned. She's sitting in her seat, hands gently clasped together, her shoulders rising and falling in soft breaths as she tries to process what she just heard. Her phone is vibrating non-stop. Messages from friends, colleagues, stylists, even her manager whispering, "Should we go backstage?" But Hye Kyo shakes her head softly. She needs a moment. Her heart is racing, and her thoughts are blooming like fireworks she can't quite contain. And then, as if some invisible thread pulls her, she stands. Lovely viewers, imagine the audience watching her with curiosity, whispering behind their hands. Because everyone knows, everyone feels, that something more is unfolding beyond what the cameras have shown. Backstage, Min-ho is pacing slowly, his trophy still in hand. He keeps rehearsing something under his breath, maybe an apology for embarrassing her, maybe a follow-up to his confession, maybe something far more vulnerable. His usually confident demeanor is replaced with an endearing nervousness that makes even the staff members smile. Then the curtain lifts slightly. She walks in. Song Hye Kyo, in her elegant gown, steps into the backstage hallway. Her gaze instantly locking with Min-ho's as though the world shrinks into just two people. The staff quietly step aside, pretending to be busy with anything else because they know this moment isn't for cameras, fans, or award show scripts. This moment is theirs. Min-ho gives a small, almost shy smile. "I didn't expect to say all that," he says gently, rubbing the back of his neck. Hye Kyo takes slow steps toward him. Her expression soft but full of emotions swirling beneath the surface. You really surprised me, she replies, her voice warm, steady, but also touched in a way she can't quite hide. He laughs quietly, a relieved sound. Did I make you uncomfortable? She shakes her head immediately, and that single gesture makes his shoulders relax. No, she says softly, but you did make my heart skip. Lovely viewers, can you feel that? Can you feel the chemistry thickening like warm honey in the air? For a moment they simply stand there. No scripts, no lights, no crowd. Just the two of them trying to navigate the magnitude of what just happened. Then Hye Kyo reaches out, slowly, and touches the trophy in his hand. You earned this, she says quietly. Your work, your passion, your effort. I just reminded you of what you already had inside. Min-ho's eyes linger on her hand for a moment before he covers her fingers gently with his own. You did more than remind me, he whispers. You gave me something to fight for. Lovely viewers, your hearts are probably melting right now, and trust me, you're not alone. Just then, a staff member peeks in apologetically to let Min-ho know he's needed for post-award photos. But before Min-ho leaves, he turns to Hye Kyo with a look so warm it could melt glaciers. Will you wait for me? He asks softly. And Hye Kyo, blushing ever so slightly, nods. Min-ho smiles, the kind of smile that only appears when someone he deeply cares about says yes to him. And as he walks away for the photos, he keeps glancing back, as if making sure she's really there. While he's posing for the cameras, fans online are exploding with theories and excitement. Clips of his speech trend instantly. Headlines fly across the internet. Lee Min-ho's speech was a love letter. Song Hye Kyo's reaction breaks the internet. Is this the confirmation we've been waiting for? But backstage, away from all the noise, Hye Kyo finds a quiet corner to wait. She watches him from a distance, smiling whenever he accidentally catches her eye. She looks calm on the outside, but inside, lovely viewers, her heart is dancing. When the photo session ends, Min-ho walks toward her again, this time without hesitation. The crowd buzzes around them, but he moves with purpose, weaving through staff and equipment until he's standing right in front of her. He leans a little closer so only she can hear. Can we talk somewhere quieter? She nods, and together they slip away down a quieter corridor. The award show continues behind them, but their footsteps echo in a private world made just for two. They arrive at a small dressing room. Min-ho opens the door gently, ever the gentleman, and she steps inside. The room is dimly lit, quiet, personal. He closes the door softly, and for a moment neither speaks. They just look at each other. Then Min-ho says quietly, I meant every word. Hye Kyo's breath catches slightly. I know, she whispers. That's why it touched me. He steps closer now, slow and respectful, giving her space to pull back if she wants to, but she doesn't. Their closeness fills the room with a warm, delicate tension. I wasn't trying to pressure you, Min-ho says gently. I just couldn't keep pretending that you're not the biggest inspiration in my life. Lovely viewers, imagine a confession so soft yet so powerful that it feels like music. Hye Kyo's eyes glisten. Min-ho, she starts, but her voice trails off. She looks down, gathering her thoughts. You have no idea what your words did to me tonight. He reaches out carefully, lifting her chin so she meets his gaze again. Then tell me, he whispers. She takes a slow breath, her lashes fluttering. It made me feel seen, appreciated, special. Then her voice softens even more. And it made me feel scared, because of how much it meant to me. Min-ho's expression turns tender, protective almost. You don't have to be scared, he murmurs. Not with me. And then, lovely viewers, something beautiful happens. She steps closer, so close that the distance between confession and reality finally disappears. Their hands brush again, their fingers intertwining gently. I'm not scared anymore, she whispers. Min-ho's breath releases in a relieved laugh. Good, he whispers back. Because I'm not planning to hide how I feel anymore. They stand there, wrapped in a fragile, glowing moment, neither willing to break the spell. And the world outside. It keeps spinning, unaware that a new chapter has just begun, one built not on rumors or fan theories, but on real vulnerability and honest connection. Lovely viewers, this is where the story deepens. This is where feelings stop being hints and start becoming truths. This is where two hearts begin moving toward each other, no longer in silence but in sincerity. And trust me, what happens next will only get more emotional, more romantic, and more breathtaking as their journey continues. Lovely viewers, let's continue from that breathtaking moment. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo standing together in that quiet dressing room, hands intertwined, the whole world outside fading into a soft blur. Because what happened next didn't just deepen their connection. It shifted everything. After that long silent moment where their hearts finally aligned, Min-ho gives her hand a gentle squeeze. He smiles, not the playful smile fans usually see on screen, but something softer, something real, something filled with unspoken promises. "Hye Kyo," he says quietly, "I don't want this to be a moment we only remember behind closed doors." She looks up at him, her eyes reflecting the warm lights of the room. "What do you mean?" she asks softly, though deep down she already suspects. He lets out a slow breath, gathering his courage. I don't want to pretend in public and be honest only in private. Not about you." Lovely viewers, imagine how her heart must be racing at those words. Because for someone like Hye Kyo, someone who has lived through public scrutiny, heartbreak, and endless speculation, those words are both comforting and terrifying. But before she can respond, there's a knock on the door. It's their managers, reminding them that media interviews are starting soon. She takes a tiny step back, not wanting assumptions to explode the second they step outside. Min-ho notices and gives her a reassuring nod, the kind that says, "I understand. I'll follow your pace." As they leave the dressing room, they walk side by side, but with just enough distance to keep the moment theirs alone. Still, their eyes keep meeting in quiet glances, like they're sharing a secret neither wants to hide but both want to protect. The hall outside is filled with staff, reporters, assistants running around with clipboards and cameras. The moment Min-ho appears, everyone applauds again. Someone calls out, "Congratulations, Min-ho-sai. That speech was beautiful." Reporters rush toward him, microphones ready, questions flying like confetti. "Was your speech directed at someone special? Fans noticed you kept looking at Hye Kyo. Care to comment? Is there something you want to reveal tonight?" Lovely viewers, imagine the pressure under those bright, unforgiving lights. But Min-ho, calm and confident, simply smiles. "I spoke from the heart," he says. "That's all I can say for now." And just like that, he turns slightly, just enough to glance at Hye Kyo standing a few steps behind him. That glance alone sends fans screaming across social media platforms. Meanwhile, Hye Kyo has her own interview area. When she steps forward, reporters immediately begin. "What did you think of Lee Min-ho's speech? Were you surprised? You looked emotional, care to share why?" She smiles, the kind of smile that hides 1,000 soft feelings. "It was a very sincere speech," she says. "He worked hard, and I'm proud of him." But one reporter, bold and sharp, leans in slightly. "Hye Kyo-sai, was he talking about you?" Lovely viewers, you could hear a pin drop. Every camera, every microphone, every whisper stops. Even Min-ho across the room freezes. Hye Kyo's lips part just slightly, and her eyes flicker toward Min-ho. Their gazes meet in the crowded hallway. Unmistakable, magnetic. Then, with a gentle inhale, she answers, "I think some feelings are meant to be understood without explanation."